African love story. This one comes from South Africa. It's a story about forbidden love. It's a story about bravery, and it's also a story about the power of love. Welcome to the love story. Our story begins in a small rural village in South Africa. Life here is simple. The people are close-knit, and everyone knows each other. One day a young man named Thomas meets a beautiful woman named Zema. They fall in love, and they decide to get married. But there is a problem. Thomas is from a family of Zulu people, while Zema is from a family of Xhosa people. These two families have been feuding for a long time, and they don't get along. Their houses are even in two different locations in the village, far apart from each other, with a big field in between. But none of this can stop their love for each other. So Thomas and Zema decide to get married in secret. They ask a friend to marry them, and soon they are man and wife. After their wedding, they go and live in the mountains. They build a small hut and try to make a life for themselves. But after some time, Zema gets pregnant, and Thomas decides that he wants to go back to the village and tell everyone that Zema is pregnant. He wants to tell his mother that she is going to be a grandmother. But when he gets to the village, he is met with sad news. His sister tells him that their mother has died. After the funeral, Thomas goes back to the mountain hut where Zema is waiting for him. He tells her that he will never leave her and that they will be together forever. Years go by and Thomas and Zema have a son. They live a simple life in the mountains, away from the problems of the world. Then one day, a stranger comes to their hut. The stranger is a chief from a nearby town. He tells Thomas that his son has become the chief's son. He tells Thomas that he is very proud of him and that he wants him to come back to the village and take his rightful place. The chief also tells Thomas that he is very sorry about what happened to his mother and that he wants to apologize in person. Thomas is very moved by the chief's words. He decides to take his son and go back to the village. When they get to the village, they are met with open arms. Everyone is happy to have Thomas and his son back. The chief welcomes them back and apologizes again for what happened to Thomas's mother. At this point, the boy is 18 years old, and the father finally reveals the truth about their past and their mother. He tells his son everything that happened, how they had to hide in the mountains, and how their mothers died. The son is shocked, but he is also very proud of his parents and what they did to protect their love. Years pass and Thomas's son becomes a great leader. He brings the Zulu and Xhosa people together and ends their long-standing feud. He also builds a school and a clinic for the village. As he grows older, he looks back on his life and remembers the sacrifices that his parents made for him. He knows that if it wasn't for their love, he wouldn't be where he is today. This is a beautiful love story, isn't it? It shows the power of love and the importance of preserving our culture and traditions. It also shows the importance of community and the support we need to get through tough times. Now let's talk about some of the things we learned from this story. The first thing we learn is that love is the most powerful force in the world. Despite all the odds, Thomas and Zema's love for each other was strong. They were willing to go against their families and traditions for their love, and in the end, their love triumphed. The second thing we learn is the importance of preserving our culture and traditions. Thomas and Zema's families had been feuding for a long time. But despite this, they were willing to come together and accept each other's traditions. The third thing we learn is the importance of community. When Thomas went back to the village after his mother's death, he was met with support and understanding. This helped him to heal and move on with his life. The fourth thing we learn is the importance of forgiveness. The chief was able to forgive Thomas's family for what happened in the past. This helped to heal the wounds of the past and move forward. And finally, the fifth thing we learn is the importance of acceptance. Despite all the challenges they faced, Thomas and Zema were accepted back into the community. This shows that no matter what challenges we face, we can always find acceptance and belonging. I hope you enjoyed this African love story. If you did, please like the video and subscribe for more stories like this. Until next time, stay safe and keep loving.